Hello, it's Laura, your grateful recovering addict. I came on earlier. I said I was going to read the forewords of my big book. I'm going to start my steps over. I'd only got to step 4. And my new sponsor has wanted me to do that. And I told you I was going to come back and reflect. The foreword on the big book, just really talking about, God, it expanded rapidly. It's a new way of life. I have a lot of literature out there. I can remember coming into I think I came into the rooms of sobriety. I was on probation years ago for a meth charge. It was right before I got pregnant with my daughter, and I was with my girlfriend Lisa that I talked about that passed away 10 years ago. And that post, I looked back on my video, and it was 5 years that I got the news of her passing, but she'd been dead for several years before that. I didn't know. I didn't find out. I'm still shocked that her dad didn't try to find me, because we were best friends for a long, long time. Anyway, it was 5 years because I was getting fucked up. 3 years ago, I would have been sober. I only relapsed one day, so that didn't add up. So if I say something that doesn't make sense, I'm gonna watch it back and I'll try to correct it, because I'm new to all this. I'm so fidgety still. I gotta learn to do that. I'm trying to get zenful when I get on here. I'm just fidgety. I do that anyway. You should have seen me when I was on drugs. No, I'm just kidding. That's me. So anyway, I wanted to go back because I did a couple of videos when I first started this about 3 weeks ago. Yes, I took my lashes off earlier, so about my background. Figured it was a good time to take them off because I'll probably cry. I have a brother, one brother. He passed away in 2005. He was 3.5 years older than me, and we fought like cats and dogs. I was thinking about this yesterday. His anniversary of his death is coming up on July 23rd, and he died in 2005. I can't even believe it's that long. I think the only reason why it was hard. I mean, trust me, I drove straight into the tequila bottle, anything and everything. I mean, that's when I was already addicted. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I voiced when my mom died in 2000. So, okay, I'm going all over the place, but my mom died in 2000. And then right after that, there's a video about me, and I got pregnant again and had an abortion. But right about that time, I mentally said, I might be a drug addict. And I was 30 years old. So I continued to mask the way that I feel with drugs and alcohol for 20 more years. My all of Bailey's life, bless her heart, and no wonder she made some choices that she made. My situation probably didn't help, but anyway, my mom, when my mom died, I voiced that I was a drug addict. Then my brother and I both of us were addicted. She died at my house. And my brother found her, and my daughter was on top of her. My daughter was 1.5 years. But right after that, I remember I voiced that I was a drug addict. So then my brother died in 2005, and it was off to the races. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I left my husband in 2010. He was well off, took very care. Well, not, he was getting well off. He's a hard worker, great provider, financially, but mentally, there was no, it was very empty relationship because he knew I was addicted, but he didn't say anything. Like if we go on trips and I had it hidden on my body, he would say, "Don't tell me where it is, I don't want to know." That was, we went on many trips, and I would, and so my powder puff, what's this called? The powder puff? And so it stick whatever I was in there, eggs, or I was an upper girl, so, downers wasn't my thing unless I was so up that I needed to get down. That's probably why I fidget all the time, because I did it for so long, seriously. So some of my, I even see myself on camera going like that. So it's like, I think it's just a habit. I did it for so long. It's amazing I still have any teeth, although I have a fake one here. But anyway, so I have a brother, and he passed away from drugs. My mom was on drugs. I did drugs with both my mom and my brother. So, I'll go backing up. I was born in 68, and we lived off of Alameda, Genoa. And then we moved to Lake City when I was in 3rd grade. My brother was in 6th grade. So that's when the school 6 was in a different grade. So we were never in school together except in high school. I was in 9th and he was in 12th. But when we got to elementary, this is where the bullying started. I was bullied very much so in school. I know some of these girls that bullied me are going to be on my page once I go public. What they said to me at 3rd grade was awful. For some reason, they called me needle butt. I don't know why. I mean, I've seen girls that have asses like J-Lo. I don't really think I do, but I guess I did. I don't know. Anyway, it didn't make any sense to me. They called me needle butt is a slut, shakes her butt like a mutt. In 3rd grade, this is what these girls are telling me, okay? So, then comes 4th grade. I started my period. My mom and my whole family were, smoking weed around me, and my stepdad was a Scotch drinker, always around alcohol. I've seen pills, things like that. So definitely wanted to change my ways after my little grandbaby Ava and Hunter were born. Because, break the chain, break the cycle. Although I was too addicted to do anything about it when my children were under the age of 18. Although I got sober, my son is now 18, and I've been walking this sobriety thing since November of 2018. So he never knew. He knows everything. I came out of the closet. I've even told him stories that I'm going to say on here that I haven't even told my daughter. I've told him. So him and I have a very, very special relationship, and he's a Libra, just like my brother was. Very laid back, doesn't judge. He's actually the one that got me to start these videos. So I thank you, Dylan, for making me do it, because I've been talking about it for 2 years, that I wanted to, because I'm a miracle. I mean, I am a miracle that I can get up for the last, I think it was 687 days, and not want to drink. Again, I was at the store today. I turned, and right there, because I'm in Louisiana, they sell liquor in the grocery store. I look up and there's gallons of Crown Royal. I think it was $48. Well, when I was 18, I had moved to LA because I wanted to be in acting. And my mom bought me half a gallon of Crown for my birthday. 18, sure did. Yep. And a keg of beer. So, wow. So looking at that Crown on the wall, and just that memory came into my mind that my mom bought me the Crown. I had the coolest mom in the world. I mean, my friends were like, damn, you're so lucky. Well, I was 18. I drank and did drugs for, 32 more years. So yeah, lucky me. Anyway, I believe that my emotional eating that I have had to deal with my whole life, I've never been skinny. I just reached my pre-pregnancy weight with my son, who's 18, and I still have 23 more pounds to go to lose the weight from Dylan. So I've always had a weight issue. I believe that the emotional eating started when I was bullied. And I was bullied. They would chase me, they would chase me on the bus. They, would threaten to, if I wore makeup to school, they were going to douse me with gas. I don't remember, cut my hair, all kinds of stuff. I mean, I had to get the principals involved. I had to call the police. This is in third grade, when you're 8 years old, 9 years old, when, I can remember this boy, he's passed away. He passed away as a man, but he was a boy then. He was in 5th, and he said something about sex, something about eating me, and I went home and said, what is he talking about, to my mom. So I was having to deal with all kinds of shit because I had big boobs. I guess I had a big butt. And then the emotional eating came in. So I am just now starting to unlayer everything that has been going on, because they said the longer you're in sobriety, you start to remember shit. I've put stuff back. Thank God I was never sexually abused. Woke up a few times with people trying to sexually abuse me, but I was never actually, sexually abused. Sexual harassment, oh God, yes. I mean, it happens still to this day. That's just, I don't know if that sexual harassment in the job place will ever, be gone, because men are gonna crack that joke, or that, or whatever they do. Girls too. It's not just men. But anyway, so that's a little bit about my past. That, my brother passed away from drugs. His death certificate actually said suicide. He was very, very lost after my mom passed away. And it looked like I was married. We paid our house off. I was driving a really nice car. Wallet full of credit cards, which I don't use anymore. I learned my lesson on those. So everything looked perfect, and I know my brother felt alone. And he ultimately took too many pills that the quack doctors off of Gallery Furniture, Gallery Medical, I'll never forget them. I called the DEA, told them not to give my brother, or called the doctors, excuse me, and told them not to give him any drugs. There was nothing wrong with him. And I was calling the DEA, and I did. And they never called me back, and then ultimately my brother passed away. So I was mad at the world when that happened. Still mad. But I've learned that I can't pick up drugs or alcohol, because why would I want to? I don't want to end up like my mother. I don't want to end up like my brother. My mother died of a heart attack. It wasn't, I think she was, looking back, I think she was an addict. You know, I really do. I mean, she smoked pot daily, and she drank. So I can't ever see her. You know, I know that they're both so proud of me right now. That it really inspires me to do these videos, to let people know that if Laura, a struggling addict, hiding behind her face for 35 years, can finally get on here, don't have to have a pretty face, don't have to have my hair all done, just saying it like it is. If I can do it, so can you. So, on that note, I want you to be thankful today, be grateful, do something that will inspire you. I don't know. I mean, I drew a picture the other day, and I was like, dang, that felt good. So that's what I'm going to do when I get off of here. I read my forewords on my book. I am going to continue with doing this page. I'm going to try to start going on at a certain time and try to get better with what's going on. But you know, looking back, you know, that bullying really affected me. It really did. So if you've been bullied, you know, and what sucks about it, what really sucks is I think I owe an apology to a couple people that I can think of that I started to bully after I was bullied. Kind of like, you know, you get sexually abused, you know, it goes and then they do it, and then, you know. So I was starting to be the bullier, which really depresses me. But I was just clawing at, you know, of course I wasn't an addict back then, but I was an emotional food addict. I've never not been an emotional eater, and, you know, hide in a closet, and I sleepwalked the other night and ate a Pop-Tart, you know. So I'm trying to unlayer or undo like an onion. That's what I feel like. You know, I'm taking myself layer by layer by layer by telling you guys Needle Butt was a slut, shakes her butt like a mutt in 3rd grade really fucked me up. You know, it really did. It was rude. It was just very vicious. You know, I had never done anything to anybody. You know, these girls even went on the walls and wrote my name. They wrote my first name and then my last name and called me a slut on this wall in the PE room in 7th grade. So this was going on from 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, all the way up to 9th. My brother was a star football player, star quarterback of our school for all 4 years. So when I got to school, he was in 12th grade. I was in 9th. He stopped the bullying then because he was a star football star. And what's sad is the star died from drugs and alcohol. He ultimately, his senior year got hurt, fucked up his knee. We went to the best plastic surgeons and nothing could be done. So then that's when he really went spiraled, you know, down. Oh, God dang, down. And he would get up, but he would always trade drug to drug. He was always an addict, just like me, just like me. It's hereditary. My dad's an alcoholic. All of my cousins, a lot of them are. And a lot of them are in recovery. That's why I just tell my kids, you know, especially my son, because, you know, the men in my family, you know, to try to do something besides drink and do drugs, because the end of the road is short. So on that note, I hope you guys you enjoying the videos. I've been getting some more feedback. I got some feedback from a girlfriend that we were best friends and like 4 or 5 years old, and she sent me a text and said it was awesome. So I'm so happy about that. And then she told me about her daughters going through some addiction problems and CPS problems. So I'm going to pray for her. I told her what I was going through with some of my problems with my daughter, which is not addicted, but she did make some bad choices, and she's looking at some federal time. Thank God she was never an addict. She just got addicted to the money. So let's put that out there. And while she was selling it, I was doing it. So now we're both on the other side. But she still hasn't faced her consequences yet. So please pray for her and her daughter. But she's a good mom, and she's kept a job for 3 years. So really proud of her. So shout out to you, baby, if you're listening to the videos. Anyway, I'm going to get off here, and I'll come back tomorrow and talk to you about whatever's on my mind. And we're going to go public with this thing on Tuesday. Then I don't want people to start sharing it out. I've only sent it out to probably 20 people, and have all subscribed, so you guys rock. I appreciate it. Let me know if you want me to talk about something, or if I've said something that doesn't make any sense, because I'm all over the place. I'm not reading from a script. I'm here. I just want to let people know that it's never too late to change. You know, it's never too late to change. And I thank God that I never got caught up in the court systems. I still have my health. I still have my children. I have a man that is so devoted to me, that loves me unconditionally. He loves me sober. He, you know, just pumps me up on a daily basis. And he's so proud of me for doing this, because I've been talking about it for a while. And, you know, I just got sick of talking about it. And I think my son got sick of hearing me talk about it. So he just wanted me to just go for it, Mom. So I'm going to have a great night. I'm in Louisiana, and I'm waiting for my honey. But I want you guys to have a good day, and I love y'all very much. Stay clean, stay sober. Mwah.